am pissed. MAC Cosmetics, we need to talk. Who has the audacity to discontinue and reformulate my favorite foundation ever? For those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for any amount of time, you will know the love affair, the obsession that I have always had with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. It is one of my most recommended foundations. It is one of my most used foundations in my professional makeup artistry kit. In fact, it is the only foundation that I stocked in like pretty much 15 shades constantly because the formula just worked on everybody. I have used it on countless clients. I have used it on countless brides. I know so many brides who this foundation just got them through their wedding day and was a game changer. And now MAC, they've discontinued it and they have reformulated it. So we have the new MAC Studio Fix foundation. And today we're going to test the new formula, and I gotta say I'm really nervous, but we're going to put it up side by side with the old one and see just how well it really performs. So on this side of my face, I'm going to use the original Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, and then on this side, I'm going to use the brand new Studio Fix Foundation. Now, according to MAC, this is still meant to be a matte finish 24-hour long-wear foundation. It is now formulated with 87% skincare ingredients, which feels like a lot for a mattifying formula, so I don't know. It's meant to be more natural and more lightweight on the skin, but still give really good coverage. It also now comes with a pump as part of the packaging. I always used to purchase the pump separately, which was annoying, so I will give them credit for that. It now looks like the longwear, like the Pro Longwear foundation in terms of packaging. And it does now come in 71 shades, which we love as well. My God, if this formula lets me down. So apparently this has now got an ingredient in it called sugar kelp extract to control oil, along with red algae extract and hyaluronic acid to hydrate the skin while you wear it. Let's just do it. I cannot wait any longer. I need to get this on my skin and see what it looks like. Now, I have already primed my skin. I, of course, used our Nikkia Cosmetics Matte Base Primer, oily skin type. And that was another reason why I really loved the Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. Like, on my skin, excellent. Beautiful for special events. Probably not, like, it's not going to be, was never my go-to for like a natural makeup day. Obviously, it's a full coverage long wear matte foundation, but on my oily skin, it was still gorgeous. Like, it was still really, really beautiful. Here's a little close up at what the new packaging looks like. You do still get 30 ml of product in this. And for comparison sakes, I'm going to be using it in NC30 in both formulas. NC30 was always my color in the original Studio Fix Fluid. It looks like a pretty good match with the new one, but we're going to find out. Okay, applying the new formula on this side of my face. I mean, color-wise, it looks like NC30. It does. Ooh, okay. Not going to lie, coverage is still there. Coverage is nice. I feel like it's smoothing out all of my texture. It still applies really well with a sponge. I mean, so far I'm not mad. Well, at least I'm feeling considerably less mad than I was. That actually looks pretty good. Weirdly, even though it's such full coverage, it definitely does feel lightweight. I may need to settle down on the attitude because that looks quite nice. Yes, I feel like it's still a really matte finish, still great coverage. I don't really feel the need to actually apply any more product. I feel like it's color corrected and done everything that it needs to. It looks pretty good. Let's apply the original Studio Fix Fluid formula and see how it stacks up. Straight away, and I noticed first when applying it, the original formula is a lot stickier on the skin, if that makes sense. Like, it's a little thicker. It definitely already feels less breathable than what I've got on this side. Oh, the original's so beautiful. It's definitely heavier though. Like, if you hate heavy foundations, I can understand that this may have been a little too much for you. I feel like the color match is pretty good though on both sides. And that scent, like that scent that I always associated with this foundation, it's really noticeable with the old formula, but it's not really that noticeable with the new one. I personally love the scent. Reminds me of bridal parties and 6 a.m. starts and just faces and faces of makeup. Oh, I used to spend my life covered in this foundation, like literally head to toe after working like a full face of freelance makeup. Okay, original formula all applied. I'm looking at my face now. Honestly, I can't really tell the difference between both sides. Can you? I feel like the coverage is the same on both sides. I feel like the texture is looking the same on both sides. By all means, I don't think you can really tell the difference. I'm gonna zoom you in. Be honest. Can you tell the difference between both sides of my face? So new Studio Fix formula, old Studio Fix Fluid formula. They look pretty much bang on the same. Pores look really minimized on this side, but they also look really minimized on this side. Coverage is great on both sides. The texture looks great on both sides. And I feel like the color is exactly the same as well. It truly looks really nice. I'm finally gonna allow myself to breathe. Maybe it's okay. Maybe the new formula will be okay. But obviously a large part of this formula is how beautifully it wears throughout the day. It was always amazing at controlling shine. It was always amazing at never looking cakey and just making you look like you had Photoshop on your skin in person. Like, it was such a beautiful perfecting formula. And I honestly, straight up looking at it now, the new one does look like that too, but a big part of it is the wear test. So what I'm going to do is jump off camera and quickly finish off the rest of my makeup. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what it is looking like, and then we're going to start a very thorough wear test. And here is my skin with the rest of my makeup done. Honestly, I may have to eat my words, okay? And I mean, it's not something that I'm afraid of doing. If I'm wrong about something, I will straight up come out and say it, because truly, both sides of my face look exactly the same, but this side feels more lightweight. It feels more breathable. It feels more natural. It doesn't look more natural. Like, the coverage is still there. I feel like everything applied really well on top of the foundation on both sides. Like, I just don't feel like it really looks different on either side. Like, I just feel like it looks exactly the same. It's a really pretty formula. The original is a really pretty formula, but the new one, also a really pretty formula. Like, let's zoom in again. And we are all the way in. Like, here is my skin. I tried this new Victoria Beckham contour and I just feel like my nose looks a little muddy. What do you guys think? I'm not sure about it. But yeah, new formula, no caking. It looks really smooth. I just feel like it looks exactly the same as this side. Here's the old formula. Looks exactly the same, except it's just more breathable on the other side. Like, it feels more natural. Mac, you might be onto something here. So I'm going to start the wear test. So I'll see you guys in 6 hours, and then we'll do another 6 hours after that. So I'll see you soon. All right, guys. So we're officially 6 hours down, and I am looking at my face. Literally still cannot tell the difference between both sides. Like, it looks beautifully smooth. I feel like both sides of my face still look really nice and perfected. I feel like there is no creasing, no caking, no settling. The oil control is just as good on either side. It looks good. And I went downstairs and Brandon even used a light to look at my skin. And I was like, babe, tell me, which side of my face looks better to you? Like, which side do you prefer? He was like staring at me for ages and he was like, they look exactly the same, Nikkia. Like, I honestly cannot tell a difference. So that is a massive, massive win. I'm going to zoom you in again. Here is what the skin is looking like up close. So new formula on this side. No transfer, no creasing. We don't have any separating around my jaw here. Very minimal settling into my fine lines. And if anything, like, I feel like my fine lines just look like really nice and smoothed out. And then old formula on this side. Still perfect. And there's a lot of reasons why I love this formula so much, because it just looks perfect all the time. And like, where's the oil? I mean, this doesn't surprise me. Like, this foundation is so good on oily skin types. It really just performs again and again and again and again. It's amazing. I literally have like no oil. Like, the skin is looking really freaking good on both sides. So yeah, so far I am very happy. I will see you guys in another 6 hours. And here is my face after 12 hours. I could just scream. I could scream with happiness at this point. The new formula is good, guys. It is good. It is not a total disaster, which is really what I was scared of. A couple of thoughts on the new formula. Firstly, you're still going to get the same amount of amazing coverage. You're still going to get the same longevity. Like, obviously I've had some oils come through now, as you would expect after 12 hours, but no caking, no separating. Everything looks really smooth. Everything looks still really flawless. I feel like it didn't emphasize texture or pores. No caking, no separating. We haven't got any breaking up around my chin. I smashed like this giant chicken wrap for lunch, and even like, I felt like I had food over my entire face, and even with that, like, the foundation is literally perfect all around my mouth, all on my chin. I had chili oil coming down my chin, and the foundation's still perfect, and I've not touched it up. So it's still got all those really, really amazing qualities. All the reasons why I adored the original Studio Fix Fluid formula, but the new formula is definitely more lightweight and more breathable on the skin. That was one thing with the old formula. Like, she wasn't messing around. Like, this is a heavy duty, full coverage foundation. Not a formula that I would think about gravitating towards on like a day when I just wanted like a natural makeup. But the new formula I actually would, because even though it's still got this incredible coverage and it's still really perfecting and all of that, it's so lightweight. Like, it just feels really, really breathable on the skin. I think that the NC30 shade is dead bang on, exactly the same. I cannot see the difference between both sides. It's honestly beautiful. And the last thing left to test is to touch it up. So I'm going to take our Nikkia Cosmetics pressed velvet finishing powder, the pressed one, and our little powder puff. And I'm just going to touch it up, because that was another thing with this formula, like, and especially for like brides, and you know, the reason why I loved it is you could touch it up and it looked freshly applied. It looked beautiful all over again. Oh my God, and the new formula does as well. Oh, she's a stunner. Look at how perfect that still is. And I'll touch up the original formula too. It's funny, I still have several bottles of the original formula in the boxes because I used to bulk buy them. You know, because I just went through it. I went through it so much, so many clients. I used it on absolutely everybody. And thankfully, the new formula, I'm pretty confident that I'm still going to be able to. So, touched up, new formula, old formula. Still perfect. Like, literally, it's perfect. Thank you, MAC. I realize I came into this very pissed off. I mean, I may have been rude. I don't know. I don't remember what I said. I can't be held accountable. I'm pregnant and emotional. So I will say very confidently, the new MAC Studio Fix Foundation, like, I really, really like it. I cannot fault this formula. And I cannot really tell the difference between the old performance and the new performance, which is exactly what I wanted. It's exactly what I wanted. Would obviously love to know your thoughts. Can you tell the difference between both sides of my face? Which side did you prefer? And is this a formula that you think that you might be picking up? Did you love the old one, but perhaps didn't love how heavy it was on the skin? Like, I want to know all of your thoughts. I want to know what you think. I'll obviously keep testing. I will let you know if I have any breakouts or any issues with my skin with the new one. I will wear it every single day for the next week, and I will update either in the description bar or I'll pin a comment. But yeah, first impressions. I love her. I absolutely love her. So we can all sigh a massive breath of relief. MAC didn't ruin our favorite formula. I hope that you found today's video helpful, enjoyable. I would love to know, Kosas did just drop a new BB cream. Would you like to see a review on this formula? I can definitely do it. I'm very, very excited to try it. Let me know if you want to see that. But yeah, I love you guys heaps. I hope that today's video was helpful, and I will catch you all in my next one.